Hey guys, welcome to Real Estate with Ryan. My guest today is Mario Lamarre. So, Mario, can you tell me about yourself aside from real estate?
Well, Ryan, first of all, thank you for having me on your podcast. It's exciting to see having a podcast of my own. I know the efforts and the implications that it takes to. I just want to make sure the mic is on. To put a podcast together. So congratulations for starting that at a young age. I'm a real estate investor. I enjoy traveling. I travel a lot, especially on cruises. I like to visit different countries within the same week or 2 weeks. I live on the West Coast. I'm originally from Montreal, but I transitioned throughout the years and now living on the West Coast in Vancouver. So that's a little bit about me.
What kind of work did you do before getting into investing?
Well, I did a lot of work, a lot of different things. I don't know if you want the full background
Sure.
or just a couple of things, but I started working at a young age. I think I was 12 or 13 years old. My friends owned a cleaning business. They were a bit older than me, and I used to go with them and clean. It was like a super stores or grocery stores, clean the floors at night. Then when I was 16, I started a window cleaning business. Went around and cleaned commercial windows, making a little bit of money there. And then eventually did some sales for various companies to transition to renovations and construction. I had a construction company in Montreal. And then eventually life brought me out west. Where we are today in Calgary. I lived not too far from here.
Oh,
Yeah, for 3 years. And I was a flight attendant. I became a flight attendant for Air Canada.
cool.
Air Canada Express. And I did that for about 9-10 years. And until last year, I retired from that and just now doing full-time investing in real estate.
Wow, that's a great story that you retired and you can do this passively without having to go to physically work.
Location, yeah. Location freedom is certainly one of the perks of real estate investing.
Absolutely. What first got you thinking about getting into the real estate business?
I have to be honest, it was COVID. I we had a lot of free time. I wasn't flying anymore. I had, I think, 6 or 8 months at home. And we started to think, me and my girlfriend, well, how can we make more money? Or we like the freedom that we have now, even if we can't go anywhere, but we don't have to go somewhere to work. So we tried, Amazon, drop shipping, and tried to do some crypto and stocks, and always ended up losing money. And then started thinking and seeing ads for real estate, how people would be investing in real estate and have location freedom, exactly what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what did it for us. And, through communities and education, brought me to where I am today.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. What kind of deals do you like to buy?
I started with single family homes. I now do multifamily, partner with people on small developments. We're working on a bigger development now. So I transition kind of single family homes to now multifamily. That's what I like to work with.
Yeah, I heard multifamily is a booming category of investing.
It's the one that you have more control of the asset, and depending how you treat the asset, is able to give you a lot of cash flow or a lot of equity that you can pull out to either reinvest or be part of your lifestyle.
How do you look at risk versus reward when you're seizing up a deal?
Well, see, you have to analyze and break down the deal. Sometimes if you find a deal, if you're looking on, for example, realtor.ca or realtor.com, all the different websites, the deal is going to be portrayed a certain way. Sometimes the numbers don't work, but you can see the potential in the deal. So you need to dissect the deal and analyze, well, what if we do this, or what if we transform, renovate this part, or lower this expense, or raise the rents, or start or add revenue by renting lockers or things like that. You have to be creative. And so when I see a deal, I always analyze, well, okay, if I put some money into that deal, and if I do this and that, then I know it's gonna bring this much outcome, like this much profits at the end. So is it worth it? Is it worth it? Do I invest in this property, or I let it go and find another deal?
Okay. What's your best investment as of this date?
My best investment, well, there's a few, but an easy one I can tell you is a bank repo that I had bought. I bought it, it's not a big money, but it's the way it happened. I bought a house for $50,000 or $52,000 as a bank repo, and I sold it, I think 4 or 6 months later for $100,000. So I doubled my money, right? So without renovating nothing, so the opportunities. We always say the money is in the buy. Now that was, a story I like to tell because it's a fast story and people can really see. It's not complicated. Multifamily is more. You need to put some more attention to details into those kind of deals. But yeah, I'm proud of that deal.
How did you even do that?
By searching, getting connections. Right. I spoke to realtors that had connections with banks that used to work with banks directly. So every listing that used to come out from the banks, I would get a phone call. Right? So you get access to deals.
Oh, that sounds sexy.
Yes, it is.
What's a mistake you made early on, and how did it shape you?
Okay. My first mistake was, I have two. My first mistake was trying to do it alone, comparing myself to others, and maybe not understanding why certain people achieve certain results versus my own results. That's a mistake that a lot of people do. Do not compare yourself to others. See what you can do, and then go after that. Second mistake, big mistake, and where a lot of people will refrain, was not getting the proper guidance right from the start. I tried again to do it on my own, watch videos, try to learn that way, and it costed me a good chunk of money that I lost on the deal because I wasn't protecting myself enough.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good. What trends are you seeing in the real estate market right now, and where location-wise?
There's a few. In Canada, I still like Alberta, certain parts, maybe the outskirts of the big cities, secondary markets. I like Saskatchewan, certain parts of Saskatchewan, Saskatoon, Regina. There's still very good deals there. And then in the U.S., you have to analyze the different markets, but I love Ohio. Lots of opportunities there. So these are all good markets that I consider.
Do you focus more on cash flow, appreciation, or something else when buying?
I think it's a little bit of a mix of both. Every property needs the cash flow. If after the buy you don't cash flow, I don't touch it. So you need to cash flow from the start, or if you don't, it has to be for a very, very short period of time. Like we're talking 1 to 3 months. And it needs to be calculated in the equation. As far as appreciation, well, that's why I like multifamily. You have more control over this. Now you can force the appreciation by transforming the asset and getting, some a refinance from the bank and pull some money out and to reinvest into the next deal.
Okay. How do you handle property management?
Property management is a tricky one, and that's another lesson that I have learned. Not every property manager will align with you. So you need to do your due diligence. You need to have discussions before you hire a property manager on what your vision is. And are they going to execute your vision with your properties? Another thing to know is if you find a property manager that just gives you a cheap price, be expected that you might get some extras along the way as you go. So sometimes it's very important to analyze the contracts before you sign them to make sure that the cheap price is not hidden by a bunch of hidden fees in the back end.
You get what you pay for.
Yes.
Absolutely. Do you invest with partners or go solo? And what are the pros and cons?
Now, definitely partnerships. You can't grow. You can grow only to a certain level, and as if you do it alone. Partnerships will help you grow faster. So, definitely with partnerships now.
Yeah, you can spread the risk.
Yeah.
Do you have any businesses that support your investment journey?
I do. I organize and I'm the CEO of Real Estate Investors Summit at Sea, which is a real estate cruise, a conference that takes place on a tour ship, which is very, very good for networking. And a lot of people come out of there because of the amount of time they spend together. They come out of there with partnerships that are formed at the summit at sea itself. It's also good for families. A lot of kids come and they have fun on the ship. There's water slides. It's a good time, a learning time, and a networking time. I also have my podcast that I treat as a business. So it's not just a hobby. I need to make it profitable, right? To sustain the length of the podcast. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. Just on YouTube, over 63,000 downloads, 750 subscribers, and I think 47 full episodes. So, plus all the shorts. We treat it as a business. It has to grow, and I use it as attraction to make connections in my real estate business. So I meet a lot of people, and sometimes it clicks. Sometimes it clicks, and then we go into partnerships after the fact. So that's what I do outside of real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. What would be your advice for me today to be successful in the future?
Never stop learning. Never stop being curious. Ask lots of questions. And the fire that you have right now just to do this podcast, do not lose it. Find a way to always keep it alive and to see long-term visions. Long-term visions is what is going to get you out of bed. It's not the daily tasks, because that gets sometimes repetitive. Sometimes they suck. You still have to do them. But what will get you out of bed is your goals and your dreams long-term. So never lose sight of that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
What is this pin that you have here? What is that?
This one?
Yes.
This one is for expert speaker. I'm part of a program, and to speak on stage, develop speeches, have an impact when you talk to people. And I decided to join this to help me with my speeches when I do public speaking.
Absolutely. And here's my last question.
Yes.
Is there any book, resource, or person that had a major impact on you that you would recommend to others?
I gotta say, I'm not a big reader, but I sometimes force myself to read books. So I went with the classics, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Definitely changed my outlook or my vision on how I see things. Also, who Alfonso Quadra is. He's one of my mentor, and he asked me to trust him, which I did, and it really changed my life. So find a mentor, find someone you connect with, and if you have the trust in that person, fully commit, because they can change your life.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mario. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me on your podcast.
Thank you.